The woman was just delivering food to her sick son when she accidentally saw her husband, who had supposedly died 8 years ago. He was holding a flashy young woman in his arms. She thought it was just her imagination, thinking she missed him too much and was seeing things. But when she told her son about it, he suddenly panicked and accidentally spilled the hot soup. The scalding soup flowed under the bed, causing strange noises to come from below. The woman thought it was a rat and immediately tried to catch it, unaware that the noise was actually from her fake dead husband. 8 years ago, the man had already gotten involved with another woman, but he still wanted his wife to keep working and supporting the family, so he faked his own death and even pretended to make a heartfelt last wish, begging her not to remarry and to raise their son well. The woman promised to fulfill his dying wish. For 8 years, she worked tirelessly, never thinking of marrying again, not knowing all the money she earned was being wasted by her husband and son. But the husband still wasn't satisfied. Just days ago he racked up massive gambling debt, so he planned to repeat the scam by having the son fake an illness to trick the mother into giving them more money. One day while cleaning at a matchmaking park, the woman ran into an old classmate she hadn't seen in years. After learning she had been widowed for so long, the classmate who had always loved her finally mustered the courage to ask for a chance to start a family. The woman was moved, but remembered her husband's dying wish and gently turned him down. Just then she got a call from the hospital saying her son was critically ill. She panicked and rushed over. The doctor told her the condition was severe and the surgery would cost $500,000. She had only 3 days to come up with the money. Desperate, her son pretended to be selfless, telling her to forget about saving him. The woman scolded him for saying that, saying his father had died, and made her promise to care for their child. She said she'd find a way to get the money. After she left, the doctor questioned how a woman working day and night could possibly gather that much money so quickly, but the son said, as long as she's pushed hard enough, she'll come up with it somehow. Meanwhile, the woman sold the house overnight and worked through the night hauling bricks at a construction site, but after a full night's labor, she only earned a few hundred. Out of options, she remembered what her old classmate had said earlier, that if she married him, he'd give her a generous dowry. With nowhere else to turn, she messaged him, asking if marrying him could get her $500,000. To her surprise, he immediately transferred the full amount. With her son's surgery now covered, the woman decided to let go of her promise to her late husband and agreed to marry her old classmate. The next day, they got their marriage certificate. The man treated her with great care. Learning that she had sold her house, he immediately brought her to live with him, hired a housekeeper to take care of her, and wanted her to live a life of ease. Looking at the gentle man before her, the woman couldn't help but think back to how hard life was with her ex-husband, doing endless chores, constantly being yelled at and belittled. Now for the first time, she felt loved and cherished, and broke into tears. Her old classmate gently comforted her and promised to make her even happier. That night, as they lay down to sleep, the woman awkwardly confessed that because of her trauma with her ex-husband, she couldn't yet accept intimacy. The man understood and said he'd wait as long as it took. But the next day, when the woman brought food to her son, she unexpectedly saw her ex-husband at the hospital. She thought she was just seeing things, not realizing that he had come to secretly meet with their son to plan how to get her to take out a loan. The son had even prepared a letter, severing ties with her, planning to cut her off completely once they got the money. But just as they were plotting, the woman had already arrived at the hospital room door.